Hey guys, so today we are going to be talking about the heart. The heart's main job is transportation. So it transports oxygen throughout the body so that the cells in our body can use it to make energy. So let me write that down. Transportation, oxygen. So today we're going to follow the path that blood takes. So first, we have our lungs. Let me try to draw them. We have this lung over here, and then we have that lung over here. So first we start with the blood. So the blood starts by entering in through here and in through here. And this right here is called the inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava. It is a vein, and the definition of a vein is to bring blood towards the heart so it can refuel on oxygen. So that's the inferior vena cava right over here. Right here, that's the inferior vena cava. So blood comes from the inferior vena cava, which is from your legs and belly area, and from your superior vena cava, which is up here. Let me write that down. Superior vena cava. And that's pretty much like the head and neck area. So it comes from the superior vena cava down to this chamber right here, which is called the right atrium. So now you might be wondering, why is it called the right atrium? It looks like it's the left side. Well, we're gonna be looking at the heart as if you're next to it, not you're in front of it. So that's why it's the right atrium. So let me write that down. Right atrium. And I like to remember that by atrium above. They both start with the same letter. So the blood goes from the right atrium down through this valve, which is called the tricuspid valve, and into this little pouch here, which is called the right ventricle. Right ventricle. From here, the blood exits through another valve, which is this valve right here, called the pulmonary valve, into the pulmonary artery. And I like to think of that as as arteries take blood away from the heart. So it's taking blood away from the heart, but it carries deoxygenated blood instead of oxygenated blood, which a regular artery would carry. So pulmonary would be to the lungs, so carries blood to the lungs. That's how I like to think of it. So our blood, so from the vena cava down through here and then through here, we're gonna kind of split from here. The deoxygenated blood goes into this side and into the lung over here. And here it kind of picks up oxygen. So now we have oxygenated blood. And it comes back in through these pulmonary veins, which are on both sides. No, it's not really visible, but it's kind of on both sides. It's on both sides. And then it enters the left atrium. And now this blood is all oxygenated. Left atrium. And then the blood then goes down into I bet you can guess what it is, the left ventricle. And there is a valve there, which is called the mitral valve. So that is the mitral valve. And it goes down from the mitral valve into the left ventricle. Left ventricle. Then the blood leaves the left ventricle and goes through the aortic valve into the aorta, which is the largest artery, and then it exits through one of these three little tubes, which lead to different arteries, which take blood to the body. So that is the heart and the path of blood. So your homework today is you're going to have to label what we talked about in the heart diagram over here. I'd suggest you kind of try your best to draw it out and then label it. And I encourage you to pause the video, and I will be posting the answer. So here is the answer to the diagram homework question. If you guys have any questions, comment down below the questions or email me at hubeducation96@gmail.com.